is good, my anime people? What is good? With everything popping off in this week's episode of RWBY, um, I guess it's safe to say Ruby might be able to save Weiss. But every time we see them get closer and closer to figuring it out, Weiss still has a lot up her, well, Nega Weiss has a lot up her sleeve, making it kind of obvious that in this world she's just all powerful. And with her being that powerful, even if you want to try to beat her, you are looking at one of the harder uh, attempts in power, right? But for whatever reason, we see the main dude is just in a position where anytime he has his weapon around stuff, it just works. Like it just has the most easiest time handling that stuff. So it makes me wonder exactly what they're setting up for him to do to end this, really, like to put them in a position to win. Like the sword was taken out of the train, so the train could actually be attacked by the thorns, which were at bay at the whole time because of the sword. So, does that sword need to like penetrate whatever main source? You know what I mean? Like, not the Weiss, so to speak, but maybe the giant statue in the back, maybe the coffin that we see her singing to and emerging into, but for some reason the ceremony stopped, which seemed like the final step, right? Like that's going to be her falling asleep and combining the mind and the body that we see inside it here together, which ultimately would that make her be able to leave into the real world and to be able to do what she's practically doing with her powers and all that stuff out there is my question now. Or is this just to take out a person, like in general, to keep them in permanent sleep, like a coma type of deal, and that's kind of the end game goal is to attack them from their heart and let them pretty much last there forever type of deal, which that seems pretty messed up. like, like that's a pretty crazy way to go. So if that is the case, I am the most curious when it comes down to that aspect of the storytelling. But yeah, overall, it's ridiculously nice to see these animated studio taking over or just this polished style of the anime. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I tried to watch this show before when it had a ridiculous amount of episodes. I just could not get behind the animation at all. Like, I was spoiled and I just wasn't willing to give the story a full blown chance, even though I saw some designs of, for instance, Ruby, and she looks really dope as a character. Like everything she does is pretty sick when it comes down to her design. But there's other characters I was just seeing who were probably like, either friends that she meets or villains that she fights. And I'm like, dang, those characters look sick. Or like, they do one thing and it looks dope. But then I look at the animation of the whole show and I'm just like, I just can't. I just can't get behind it, bro. So yeah, I do enjoy this animation a lot, and it does a lot for me to be able to not only be entertained, but to actually look deeper in and try to find things that I'm noticing in the small details that they're teaching us. But that all being said, let me know what you're thinking of this version of the show. Is it Is it new to you? Like, are you also in the same boat as me, checking it out and watching it now? Or are you someone that's already watched it and loved the crap out of this show and you're just enjoying the anime or, again, or you are looking at the animation style and you don't care for it? Is there anything like that that you can let your boy in on? But yeah, thank y'all so much for even clicking if you did. And let me know also if you're from Twitter, Instagram, any of those places in the comments. It makes a big difference for me to want to post at those places if I know it's actually reaching some of the people to come here and watch, or Anime Amimo. to be fair. So thank y'all so much from all those different places if you're here. And if not, yeah, thank you for just clicking. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.